Hi everyone, and welcome back to another Borknote game video. Today's video is dedicated to World Flipper, an action RPG pinball game that is going to be pixelated, but you heard me right, this is an action RPG pinball game. So it's absolutely fantastic. The gameplay is very unique. If you think this is going to be easy, trust me, it's not. It plays absolutely amazing on your phone. As you can see there, we are shooting some lasers. We are using some sword abilities right there. We are floating all over the place. This is a next level pinball game. So when it comes to this, I absolutely love it. And right there, we beat the first stage. Pretty awesome right there. You can see like this is sort of like a boss stage and he's shooting some lasers. Now right here at the bottom, this is going to be like your skills and stuff. If we manage to do it, we can charge our abilities and pretty much cast some skills, and that's going to be the unique part about like this pinball game, is that you cast skills, you can use like your swords, you can aim, you can do so many different things, like make sure like the environmental mechanics like pretty much flow the way you need it. Now, one of the things that I like about this game most of all is the team dynamic, which we'll talk about even further after this. Alright, so the characters that you bring into the actual fight, they matter quite a bit, and then you can also trigger your skills by swiping up like so. You can see like we did like a little lasers and ultimate skills right there. You can swipe left for this ability right here, and then hopefully we can swipe right, and this is going to be a multi-ball. You can see here we're getting extra pinballs within the game. There are so many different teams where you can do like sort of maximizing your skills, getting more pinballs within the actual like fight going. I thought pinball games were simple, but that's going to be some gameplay right there. Jump into the UI and talk about some other bits. This is going to be like your party system, and what I want to showcase here is obviously you can equip stuff, right? But most of all, there's gear. This is going to be the character's main ability, but if you combine it with another monster or character, you can actually change the way the skill works, which is absolutely nutty, because you have like almost an unlimited amount of capabilities when it comes to skills, because you're always able to change them as your rosters and everything grow. All right, so if you're wondering who published this game, this is going to be Kakao Games, the same people who brought you Guardian Tales, and developed by Psy Games. Now, if we're right here in like pretty much the level up system, this is very reminiscent of Dragalia Lost. You're using like the Eld water right there to upgrade your characters. This is going to be like somewhat an awakening system. So it turns into like this pink egg thing. This character technically has a dupe, but you can sell it and you can actually get more currency for leveling up. So we go from 1,000 to 500. So if you're familiar with Dragalia Lost and like all the side games mechanics, this game is definitely going to feel right at home. By the way, that stuff is actually called blue mana, and this is known as green mana, which increases like the passives or abilities that you have within the game. So right here, if we level this up, use some resources and use some green mana and everything, and there we go. We have that ability, and we're pretty much going to work our way through the ability tree or passive tree or what have you. This is going to be like your story section where, you know, you watch a story, you get like a set amount of premium currency, as you can see there. And if we go back here, this is going to be like the gear section. So if you want to equip different stuff, and then this is like, you know, more story in case you want to see it. And then this is going to be like your store section. As far as monetization goes, all I know is that Psy Games is very free to play friendly. Kakao Games is good at monetization. So all things covered there, it's very well made, okay? If you're wondering what is the size of this game, it's roughly 5 gigs right now. And how long has this game been out? It's technically been a year and a half. November 2019 is when the game released. And this game is mainly PvE. This is going to be like your sort of EXP dungeon sort of deal. So you get like 3 runs per day. You select characters that you can do. I've never done this dungeon, but this is the way like the beginning part goes. And right now it's on auto if you want to choose to play that way. But obviously the most fun to be had is by playing on manual. And right here our skills are going to be charging up. Now the main goal actually is usually staying in the back, as you can see like within like the fight, because the longer you can stay in the back, the more combos that you can generate, the more fever that you can generate. Fever is very important to pretty much get your skills even faster and to deal even more damage. Right there we cleared like the zone, and now we can fight the boss right here. So we should try aiming for the back area if we can. No, I didn't mean to cast a skill. You can tell there's like a lot of madness in trying to make sure you time your skills appropriately and making sure you have a lot of spatial awareness, which I currently don't have. I need to get a lot of mastery in this game. So if you're wondering, this game, it is technically easy to pick up in some ways, but fairly difficult to master. especially since there's going to be a lot of things sort of flowing within the game. But it's very enjoyable, and I think it has a lot of potential to be one of the better action RPGs on the mobile industry, because it plays different from everything else, where you can control the character, but it's to a limited degree. And right there you can see we got some blue mana slash Eldwater and some green mana to make our characters stronger. Now the main focal point of this game is going to be PvE. Cygames is known for their PvE mechanics, and right here this is going to be like your PvE section where you're fighting different bosses and you're pretty much going through the game. I believe pickup means like you are able to fight with other people. And let's see if we can fight this boss. I'm just sort of curious. We'll do solo play, and we get 3 runs per day, and I hope we can win. If not, it's fine. I just want to like get a feel for the game and show you guys as much gameplay as possible, right? So we'll try to stay in the back as usual. Oh, it's doing it on auto. So I like watching it because it shows me like the best ways to actually play the game, because I have like a difficult time. You can see like the bosses like actually casting skills. It's changing like the way the environment works. And you can also do like an extra boost like as you're playing the game, because like you charge up like the flippers or the pedals to cast even more abilities. So this game, it has like a lot of like hidden nuances to it, and I feel like it's going to be very fun to master over time, right? You can see like there's like little sections that the game sort of wants you to hit. So let's try hitting it. Oh, come on. No, we're so close. Oh, and we can probably interrupt that ability right there if we were able to land it. So we're almost able to charge our skills right here. We're generating some fever. Very nice. And we are able to cast a skill. But I want to make sure that I am within the appropriate sections right there. I messed up again. This game is definitely one of those that takes actual skill to play. We know the gacha market, because a lot of stuff is sort of auto action RPG, auto quest, MMOs, and all that stuff, right? But this game is madness. I love it. I can't wait for it to come to global. We'll talk about more things and do the summons that I pretty much saved. So we've talked about the game size, the developers, the publishers, the monetization, what sort of gameplay you're going to see, and let's go ahead and cover like some more in-depth things in case you're wondering, what is the end game going to be like for World Flipper. All right, so if we go right here, this is credits to pretty much the folks at Discord. Here's some resources. Right now we're looking at like the reroll guide by Pecan, this one right here, and this is going to be by Nemi, the team mechanics guide. So these are going to be like the different types of weapons that you can equip, like sword, fist, shooting bows, supports, specials, and then there's like all these different types of abilities where it's like multi-hit, penetration, float, attack power. And then pretty much early game is, progressing with like that blue and green mana that we talked about. These are going to be like your elemental materials. You can farm stars. This is like where it's like you're gear grinding for weapons, and then you flow into mid game and you're trying to progress with different teams, and you're trying to beat all the different bosses because each boss holds a specific type of gear. So there is definitely plenty to be had on this game. There is a lengthy end game, and the bosses look absolutely amazing to take down, and there's plenty of team comps to sort of wrap your head around. There's stuff like, we covered it earlier, but I wanted to show it one more time, where it was like the damage types, right? There are going to be like penetration abilities, float abilities. You can change their attacks to skill damage, power flip, direct attack, and ability. So this game is absolutely insane with all the things that you can do, and I can't wait for it to pretty much release, because I'm fiending for an action RPG. I want to master it like through and through, not just like dodging and everything, because there's so much that you can't control in this game. It sort of drives me crazy in some ways, but it's nice to play something different. Let's go ahead and do summons to end off today's video. By the way, I am looking for, who is it? Bartolomeo Romano. So if you're out there, please hit me up. We are doing some summons right now. Oh, dang, we got 4 golds. Also, we got to show the rates for the summons in this game, because the rates are pretty good. Oh, who's this character? This is going to be a 4-star. I like the little animations here. It's like the little things that really get me when you get, you do summon animations. I hope we can get the little extra animation, because it's like, it's special. I just want to see it. I don't want to like ruin it. Hopefully they do it. Okay, that's a 3-star. Come on, let's get the special animation in here. There's like that jester character. Yes, this is it. This is it. Hit the gold. Hit the gold. Hit the gold. Hit the gold. Yep, hit a gold again. Oh, you can actually, if it hits 2 golds or if it hits a rainbow, it'll turn into like an SSR or 5-star, the max rarity. This looks like a... Ooh, that's cool. I thought he was going to be like a little devil dude, but that looks like, you know, like a lancer or something from like Final Fantasy, right? And there we go. We got this dude. Who's going to be the last character, please? Oh, that was the last character. We can get an SSR, but oh well. Let's go ahead and jump back, or 5-star, and show you guys the rates. So if you click right here, the most amazing part of World Flipper is going to be the fact that 5% rates. This is pretty much one of the highest rates, or the best rates we could possibly see. Obviously 0.7 for the rate of characters and whatnot, but 5% is pretty nice considering how most games are 3% or 2.5%. And I believe the pity is like not too bad. So this is going to be a game that has high potential, and I don't think dupes are that necessary, since all dupes do is like increase some tats. It pretty much allows you to break through in higher levels, but they're not really necessary to beat the game. But anyways, that is going to be today's video. I hope you enjoyed the first impressions. Bartolomeo Romano, please contact me for the 17,500 giveaway. I want to do that giveaway. I already got the giveaway to Ian Margadia. But anyways, if you enjoyed today's video, consider subscribing, dropping a like, leaving a comment, follow me on Twitch, follow me on Twitter. Once we hit 20,000 subs, we'll be doing another giveaway. Thanks very much for watching. Have yourself a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next one.